What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Hello? Hello? Is there anyone out there? Is anyone listening? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Why can't I hear you? Oh, yeah, that's right, because it doesn't work that way. Welcome! Welcome, everyone. DSP here. Welcome to another full day of fun summer streaming for you guys and gals. How you doing? I hope I find you well and not too sweltering. It is actually quite hot here in Washington State here today. We are having a heat wave, a short heat wave. Yesterday it was in the low 80s. Today it's mid to high 80s. So I got my air conditioner pumping on max. Absolutely need to, in order to keep the office cool enough. Even on max, it's still 75 degrees in here. And with all the equipment I got in here, I have to keep it as cool as possible. So, hello, and welcome to a full day of streaming. Today is Thursday, July 5th, 2018. Hope that all of you are not suffering too much from yesterday's Independence Day festivities. And what I mean by that is that I know many people take that day to do things such as cooking out and drinking copious amounts of liquor, in particular beer. I myself did not. I myself was here on stream working all day, and I ate a chicken Caesar salad. So for me, not so much. But for you, maybe it was, okay? So, hopefully you guys are in a good mood and ready for some fun gaming stuff today. Before we even get there, you may have noticed something about the stream. You may be watching the stream right now and be saying, what the holy hell is this? Look at all this new stuff. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Special shout out to Hermano Carl, who made all this new pre-stream artwork for us, advertising my Teespring merch, as well as that new kind of be back soon slash, you know, starting soon title screen. Very awesome. Makes the streams look way more professional. As you know, I do my best when I get a chance to whip these together, but I don't even have like editing software anymore. I don't even have Photoshop. So I have to do my best with, like, the crappiest programs, and I'm not very good. This guy obviously knew what he was doing, made some great stuff for us. That looks really spiffy. And, hey, you know, if it helps out the streams, if it makes it look better, if it makes people feel more welcome, and if it gets people to check out my Teespring store, right, then awesome. And I'm very grateful. So, again, shout out to Hermano Carl, and thank you very much for this new pre-stream stuff. It looks great, in my opinion, and people on the stream seem to be enjoying it. A lot, okay? So, cheers. Cheers to Carl. Alright. Now, moving on. What are we doing today? What is today? What is going on stream today? Well, again, it is a full streaming day, my friends, where I'm going to be doing two big gameplay streams. The first stream right now is going to be the continuation of Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. The re-release of Red Faction Guerrilla with modernized graphics. On the PlayStation 4. Of course, I believe it's also on the Xbox One. Played this on Tuesday, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. Remembering the game and saying, wow, you know, this is pretty cool. I remember all these different things about it. And how destructive the game is. Knocking shit down is quite fun. Quite fun. And I'm looking forward to more today. I'm going to get the Nano, what is it called? The Nano device. I forget, the Nano Cannon, the Nano, God, I can't remember. Nano Drive. And this is a gun that vaporizes things on shot. So you could take giant walls off of buildings and shit. So I'm looking forward to getting this. It's a lot of fun. And continuing on. You know, this playthrough, I'll be very, very real with you guys, alright? This is not the kind of playthrough that's going to be narrative-based. This is basically all action and combat-based. And yes, some of it will be frustrating, but a lot of it's just going to be kind of silly combat with blowing shit up. That's going to be funny. So, the way I would like you guys to treat this playthrough is be more laid back and be more like an interactive playthrough. This is definitely a playthrough where we could talk a lot and kind of hang out more than it being, oh, it's such a super serious playthrough. I have to be paying attention all the time, and the plot's so riveting. It's really not. The plot is, you're a revolutionary, you're fighting the EDF, you blow shit up. That's like the plot of the game, okay? So, hopefully, this will be a fun, downtime, summer-style playthrough that is not totally focused on, you know, the seriousness of the game, and it'll be more interactive where we can just kind of hang out and talk and shoot the shit during the next week or two as I play this game, okay? This will not be the only game I play. I mean, I realize that people are going to get tired of it. So, you know, that's why this will be more of a thing that I balance with other stuff, okay? Now, tonight, on my late night stream, you guys voted overnight to see what I would play tonight on the late stream. And the winner was The Simpsons Hit and Run. And I'm actually surprised because I've been playing this a lot this week. I mean, this would be the 4th session of the game. I did not expect people would vote it in, but they did. And I was like, wow, okay, I guess people are having a lot of fun with The Simpsons Hit and Run. And now I'm in the end. I'm in the end game, the final chapter, which everyone says isn't so bad, but the last mission is one of the hardest in gaming history. Great. I can't wait to tackle it tonight. So 2 hours of Simpsons Hit and Run tonight. Will I beat it? I don't know. I guess we'll see how hard it really is, okay? Now tomorrow, oh my goodness. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, it's the conclusion of Persona 5. The conclusion? What am I talking about? Let's try this again. Boy, I screwed that one up. It's the return of Persona 5. After a year on hiatus, my Persona 5 playthrough resumes tomorrow. This is going to be exciting. But at the very same time, alright? At the very same time, I'm wondering how this is going to go. And the reason I say that is, you know, being a year away, I know that there's a lot of game mechanics in Persona that you kind of need to be aware of, or the game ends up being pretty difficult. And I don't know, quite frankly, how this is going to go, and if I'm going to remember them. And, you know, it might take a while, it might take an hour or two for me to remember exactly what I'm doing in the game. But it should be a fun return, especially for those of you who really loved my Persona 5 playthrough last year before it had to go on hiatus for BS reasons. Finally, I get to go back to the game, and I'm very excited. This is going to be a playthrough that I'm doing, you know, for the next couple of weeks until I finish the game. And I'm already, people were telling me when I went on hiatus with this playthrough last year that I was entering right into the absolute best part of the game. Amazing story, you know, great gameplay. Everything is going to get good at the end of the game. And that kind of really frustrated me that I had to stop. It really did. It frustrated the hell out of me that I had to stop out of nowhere. So we'll see how this goes tomorrow, guys. Hopefully, maybe we may even see people come by the stream who normally wouldn't be here, who were, you know, hanging out for that playthrough a year ago. And hopefully we'll see some people return, because I definitely know that last year when I was doing that playthrough, a lot of people were really having fun with it, and they would come out specifically just for the Persona 5 streams. So, we'll see what happens, okay? Aeroman says 20 to 25 hours and I'll be done. Yeah, that's what people were telling me. You know, people were basically telling me I was around 60 to 75% into the game when I had to go on hiatus. So there's probably about another 20 to 25 hours left in the game. So since I'm going to be doing what I'm going to be doing is alternating, and some days it will be the main gameplay stream and some days maybe it won't be. But at least to jump back into it, I do want Persona 5 to be the main gameplay stream so that I can get used to it again. And then maybe after 1 or 2 main gameplay streams of Persona, I'll go back to it being maybe like a nighttime stream. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, okay? So that's tomorrow. And then tomorrow night is still completely up in the air. I'm debating a few different things. Number 1, Mario Tennis Aces came in 2nd place in the overnight poll for what I should do on tonight's stream. And so, obviously, there's a desire to see me play that game, although, quite frankly, I'll be honest, I don't really want to. Like, I wasn't really enjoying playing it online. And, in particular, last night, when I played Super Turbo online, I had a lot of fun. Even though the game is imperfect, I actually did have a lot of fun playing it, and people said they really like seeing me play Street Fighter recently, because they learned stuff about the games, and it's just hilarious stuff that happens. I mean, perfect example, last week I played Third Strike, and I had, like, a ridiculous amount of wins with my shitty Urian, who is not a good character. I'm not good with him, but, you know, he's good in the game, but I'm not good with him, and I was just destroying people online, and that's what I'm thinking is maybe I'll just do more Street Fighter tomorrow night, just because the streams have been doing good. People show up, people contribute, and people have fun, so why not keep that up, right? Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. I'm still leaving it as an open possibility. I'm going to think about it over the course of today, and make a determining decision, alright? Sunday, I think I'm going to probably be doing more Red Faction Guerrilla. Alright. And then this coming week will be a balance between Persona 5 and Red Faction, and I am strongly debating starting up a third game. And this third game should be some kind of a retro throwback, okay, to the other games that I've played. I'm thinking maybe a game like maybe Silent Hill 2, or something like that. And so what I'd like to know, guys, of all, like, a retro throwback playthrough that I could do this coming week, do you guys have any ideas of a game that I could play, and what would be your suggestion? Because I'm thinking of starting up a new one this week, okay, and I need your input to know exactly what to play, so that I don't start up something that people aren't interested in, okay? Let me know. Let me think what you think. Right now we're getting, wow, listen to all these suggestions. Banjo-Tooie, Max Payne 3, Knights of the Old Republic, Silent Hill 2. This is just in 10 lines of text here in the stream chat. Listen to these. Night in the Woods, Final Fantasy 4, Jak 3, Mass Effect 2, Mega Man. Wow, we're getting a lot of interesting suggestions. Left 4 Dead. Wow, Left 4 Dead. Now that's crazy. I don't even know if that game still works. The servers might have been shut down. Final Fantasy 9, Danganronpa V3. I already played Blue Dragon Kanji Monster. That one I've already done. Vice City, which I knew someone was going to say Vice City. Holy crap, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Now that's a throwback. Just so you guys know, FYI, right now, I will not be playing any more RPGs, because I'm going to be playing Persona 5, and I learned my lesson. There's absolutely no way whatsoever I could ever play more than one RPG at a time. It just doesn't work. It's, you know, whenever I play an RPG, it's definitely for what's considered a niche audience, meaning my mainstream viewers usually don't watch me play RPGs. So if I'm going to play one, I can only do one at a time and balance it with other stuff. So right now, Persona 5 will be the current RPG I'm playing. Once Persona 5 wraps up, I'm probably going to be playing Octopath Traveler. So we've already got 2 RPGs on the agenda, so I'm not going to be playing any other RPGs until those are wrapped up, okay? I definitely like some of these suggestions. You know what? Someone said Jak 3. 2 people actually said Jak 3. Maybe it's finally time. What do you guys think? Do you think it's finally time for me to play Jak 3? I mean, people have wanted to see me play Jak 3 for how many years, right? How long have people asked for this fucking playthrough? Maybe it's finally time to do it and get it out of the way, so that way the playthrough will happen. People can finally stop asking for it, right? I think this is a good time for that, too, because this summer is very slow. Like I said, July, there's nothing going on. So, maybe this is the ideal, perfect time for me to go back and play Jak 3. I think so. So, here we go. So, I could be balancing Red Faction Guerrilla, Persona 5, and Jak 3, maybe as my main games. And then, at night, for the late night streams, I could be doing a combination of Street Fighter, maybe a little bit of H1Z1 here or there, right? And maybe something else. Maybe I'll even start up, like I said, Silent Hill 2, and play that in like 2-hour increments at night. And that would be a good variety, I think, for a couple of weeks. A bunch of variety of games that are all being rotated between. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that as an idea? What do you guys think? Lord Lamp says, what is Jak 3? It's Jak and Daxter 3. But it was called Jak 3. That was the name of the game. They took out the Daxter and just called it Jak 3. Timbo Slice says, Splinter Cell will be free on Xbox Live Gold on the 15th. Well, what Splinter Cell? Which one? And if that is the case, maybe I will play it, because I always miss out on the free games. Bionichu, I already did Mega Man 1 through 10. I know you're saying, oh, you know, there was a collection that released recently. Mega Man 1 through 10 would be good, but I already did that. That was years and years ago. I did a classic Mega Man marathon during the summer. So I don't know if people would want to see me do that again. I already have done it years ago. Not to say I wouldn't enjoy it, because I would. I love the Mega Man. The classic Mega Man games are amazing, but... Plus, the other thing is, Mega Man 11 is coming out in October, and if I do, like, all the Mega Man games now, people might get burnt out and be like, I don't want any more Mega Man, you know? Timbo Slice said, I miss a Splinter Cell Conviction. Splinter Cell Conviction. All right. Maybe. Maybe I'll do it. So, all right. So, here's what I'm definitely doing. Red Faction Guerrilla, Persona 5, Street Fighter, and maybe in between some of that stuff, H1Z1, since they apparently have patched it and there's updates to the content. And maybe every once in a while I'll do a random PUBG stream so we can have interactivity. All right. But I'm thinking of mixing in Jack 3 and Silent Hill 2 into the mix so that the next couple of weeks we'll have a lot of variety. Okay. And then, like I said, once I do wrap up Persona 5, which should happen within the next few weeks, then I'm going to maybe start Octopath Traveler. Okay. I think that would be a good variety of stuff for the summer, at least for July, right? That'll keep us occupied for July. Fair enough. All right, guys. There you go. So we had our little discussion. I thank you for helping me brainstorm here. I do appreciate that. Oh, and what else? No, I said Jack 3. Never mind. I'm having a brain fart here. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you. Let's now get into the plugs. I'll get through the plugs as quickly as possible, and then we're going to get to the shout-out segment of the pre-stream where I give you shout-outs for your contributions, and we have a little bit of discussion back and forth. Okay? How does that sound? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you, first of all, supporting me, even during the dead summer months, when, you know, there's no new releases. There's nothing going on right now in the realm of gaming. It's very slow. But you guys still show up and hang out with me on a daily basis, and I appreciate that a lot. In addition, you've given me 10 years of support as a content creator through various forms, when I was just making videos on YouTube, when I was doing other creative projects, when I started live streaming and direct capture, and recently in the last year with my more interactive live streams here on Twitch. You guys have been amazingly supportive, and I love doing this for a living. I do, and I'm so appreciative that this is my job and I get to do this, all right? That being said, the best ways for you to support me are to watch the streams and the videos on YouTube. Duh. But if you'd like to go above and beyond and support me in other ways to ensure that I can keep doing this for a living, then you can do the following. Here we go. First of all, there is my Patreon over at patreon.com/darksidefil. Your monthly pledges to my Patreon obviously help me operate with the cost of doing business. It is a very pricey business with things like high electricity cost, high internet cost, the cost of all the games I have to buy. When you're self-employed, you have a lot of different independent costs, such as health insurance and the like. So you guys help me out with that directly. But the cool thing about Patreon is when you pledge to my Patreon campaign, you earn yourself personal perks for a level that you actually pledge. In particular, in my opinion, the absolute best perk level is a $5 perk level. The reason being is because when you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon, you get to nominate and vote on things for ongoing and upcoming events. Right now, all right, actually, it's going to be starting this coming Sunday. People who pledged last month will be nominating and voting on games for the upcoming Rageathon Marathon event. Okay? Now, if we hit the goal, the subscriber goal for this month, which is 485 subscribers, I'm going to be doing another event called the 10 Years of Rage Anniversary event, where patrons will be nominating and voting on their favorite moments in my 10-year legacy. My 10 years on YouTube, right? You'll be nominating and voting on the best moments, whether it's gameplay, whether it's just a joke, whether it's a vlog, anything, okay? Of course, there'll be certain criteria that I'll announce later if the event actually happens, but it's going to be a lot of fun to do a kind of celebratory event, and I want to do it. So, first of all, obviously, if you want to subscribe to the channel and help out with that, you can. But if you're pledged to my Patreon, you're going to be part of that process to mold that event, all right? So it's really awesome. There's other perks you get as well. I'm not going to go into the details. Please give it a look at patreon.com/darksidefil and find all the details there. And thanks to anyone who is a current pledgee. You guys are awesome, okay? All right, number 2. My Teespring shop, and you guys, as I've mentioned, are seeing brand new promotional artwork for the Teespring shop right now on the stream. Really awesome stuff. Again, shout out to Carl for these. So if you check out my shop at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming, you'll find all kinds of things, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, and many other items, all of which are very high quality. Personally, I can attest, because I own them, in fact, today, despite my hair that's sticking straight up, you can see I am wearing the classic DSP skull design shirt. I've owned this shirt for over a year, washed it ridiculous amount of times. It hasn't faded, it hasn't fallen apart. I can personally attest that the Teespring shirts are very high quality, good quality stuff. Okay? The mug. I use this mug every single day on stream. Never had an issue with it. It's a great quality mug, see? So Teespring stuff is great stuff. And in addition to that, you obviously, I'm going to get a commission from anything you buy from my Teespring shop. It helps me out. So you get a really cool collectible, and I get, you know, a commission. So it works, you know, it's win-win. All right? Please give it a look. And anything you buy, thank you very much for your patronage. I appreciate it, okay? Anani Vermont says that he ordered something a week ago, or he ordered something from the shop and he got it a week ago and he loves it. Well, there you go. Awesome. That's very awesome. Does the mug turn water into wine? Asked the Lord Lamb. Well, that is not an advertised feature, but maybe it does. But that's not a guarantee, so don't quote me on that. Okay. Very nice. All right, everyone, let's continue. Last but not least, if you were here live on the stream and you're having fun, you like hanging out with me on the stream, you like the vibe of the stream and hanging out with everyone in stream chat, and you want to get a shout out during the stream, there are 3 ways you can get that. You can either cheer with bits, subscribe to my channel, or you can tip me. And if you do any of those 3 things during the course of today's stream, you will get a verbal shout out during the stream with a few criteria. Just kind of keep it positive, guys. Keep it on topic. Please don't be over dramatic. Don't bring in negativity and drama of other people in here. We don't need to deal with that. My streams are trying to be drama free and positive and fun, and a good place where you can hang out and feel safe and just have fun on the internet with gameplay and just chilling out. All right, especially during these summer months, there's not a lot going on in the realm of new games, so we're just hanging out here together. All right, that's kind of the feeling, the vibe that we're trying to get. So thank you to anyone who does, you know, seek to do that. If you want to go even extra, all right, if you want to go extra and get a visual thank you for your contributions, if you cheer 50 bits or more in one cheer, or if you subscribe to the channel and wait a couple minutes and then click the share button, that will appear, or if you tip me $5 or more in one single tip, you'll get an on-screen and thank you animation that will play as well, that will either display your name and a message, or you can be anonymous if you'd like. It's up to you. And I'll still give you the verbal shout out too, so it's both visual and verbal recognition. However, just understand this is my stream. It's very subjective what I choose to read on it, and I'm not going to read everything, especially if people are being long-winded or off-topic or negative. I'm not going to read that stuff, okay? All right. Now, subscribing. If you subscribe to the channel, you get many benefits, including access to all of my emotes. And as you know, recently we added Street Fighter-related emotes, so when I play Street Fighter once or twice a week, you get to use those, which is really fun. You also get the Chat Crown badge to show your level of, you know, how long you've been an ongoing subscriber. And then also you don't have to watch advertisements. And typically I do run ads 1 to 2 times during every single stream. And so you don't have to watch those if you're a subscriber. Okay, so many benefits of subscribing in addition to that monthly goal, as I mentioned, of doing the 10 Years of Rage anniversary event, which we'll do if I hit 485 subs. We're under 40 away. We could definitely do it this month. So I hope you guys will be motivated to subscribe, okay? Now, in addition to all of that, stuff, okay, I mentioned tipping. And you might be saying, well, tipping, how does that work? Because I don't understand. Yeah, cheering and subbing is all through Twitch. It makes sense. But tipping, it seems like, is it something outside of Twitch? Yes, it is. It's something completely different through PayPal, all right? The way that tipping works is that you either look below my stream and you'll find a button that says Tips Jar. And if you click on that button, you can leave me a tip via that method. Or if you can't see that button, if you just type !tip into the stream chat, a link will pop up and you can click on that link and tip me via that page. Okay, now that being said, tips right now are the best way to support me. I'm going to repeat that. If you're wondering, gee, I wonder what would really help people. Or excuse me, let's try that again. Gee, I wonder what would really help Phil right now in regards to the fact that, you know, Phil has all these methods to contribute, you know. You could either get shout-outs with cheering, subbing, or tipping, or you can be a part of his Patreon, or you could buy something for Teespring. What's the best way to help him? Right now, the answer is tipping me. Because if you tip me, that is funds that goes right immediately to my bank account, and I can pay bills with it. And right now, I need money to pay bills. all my bills are coming due and or already have. In the first 4 days of the month, like, about 80% of my bills already cleared. And now I got a few more pretty big credit card bills and things that are coming out. And I'm like, ugh. My bank account, I'm looking at it every day. I'm like, fuck, I'm so close. I hope I don't overdraft. That's terrible if that would happen, right? So, anything you guys do, you know, I'm very appreciative of. But if you tip me today, that's the best way to help out in the short term, all right? In addition to all of that, if you guys look up, you'll see that there's a Stream Stats leaderboard today on stream. Reason being because Red Faction isn't exactly the most narrative-based game. Plus, I've already played this game before, okay? So, if you cheer, sub, or tip, you're going to get up on that Stream Stats leaderboard if you are the top contributor for the day. So, I'll have a running tally of subs in addition to top cheerer and top tipper, all right? And I'm going to start updating that in just a moment because I see some people have been cheering. And so, once I do these shout-outs, I'm going to get those people up there on the leaderboard, all right? All right. Now, the Lord Lamb just asked me, is there a way to up your subscriber level? There is, but don't ask me how to do it because I have no idea. I don't know about that because, you know, I don't watch streams really, and, you know, I don't really subscribe to anybody, so I don't know how to do different tier levels. I know there is a tier 2 and tier 3 option, and you will get access to better emotes if you do those for me, but I don't know exactly the process to do it. You might want to ask someone who is a higher level sub how they did it, okay? All right. The time has come. Let us now do shout-outs. Ready? So, first of all, special thanks to Infinite55, who overnight resubscribed to my channel for the 8th month in a row. Thank you very much for 8 ongoing months of support, Infinite55. I really do appreciate that. And, you know, even though you haven't been around the streams much lately, you have been a frequent contributor, and I really do appreciate all your support. Thank you very much, sir. But now, people who cheered during the pre-stream. Let's give them credit where credit is due. First, we had PS Geek cheer 25 bits. This is Left 4 Dead when we were suggesting games for summer downtime. Okay. Thank you for that cheer. John Cook cheered and said, you should play League of Legends. I can picture you being a good Darius main. I'm never going to play League of Legends. It's way too late to get into that game, sadly. LipJan1 cheered 25 bits. Did you enjoy any of the fireworks yesterday? I didn't have any fireworks, personally, myself. There were some fireworks that were local that we could see from my back bedroom window. But they go on really late here. Like, the fireworks were going on, no lie, until like 11 p.m. And Kat was kind of annoyed because she has to get to sleep. She gets up early in the morning to get to work. And she's like, man, I'm so tired, but I can't go to sleep because these fucking fireworks are still going off. And I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do, right? So we closed all the windows and everything, but it was over 80 degrees here, so that it was hot as fuck. And we're like, this sucks. You know, so it's nice if you really don't have any responsibilities and you can go enjoy the fireworks, but if you have to get to sleep, it's a little frustrating. I'm just saying. But it is what it is, right? Once a year we celebrate our independence, so there you go. But yeah, there were some people who were basically very disrespectful and were popping off fireworks all around us. Not in our neighborhood, but, you know, surrounding areas until like 4 in the morning. Assholes. Alright, Metal Gear Rex cheered. He said, I want Batman Arkham series Back to Arkham for PS4. I think what he's saying is he wants me to play the Return to Arkham remastered collection on the PlayStation 4 this summer. Quite frankly, I don't know if I would do that. The reason being is because I did, many years ago when that collection came out, asked if people wanted to see it, and there wasn't much interest. I think people like those as new releases, but I don't know if anyone actually wants to see me go back and replay them. I've actually asked over the past couple of months a couple times too, and it didn't seem to be much interest when it came to the Batman games. Even though those games are amazing and the original playthroughs were great, I guess people are thinking it wouldn't be so great for a second playthrough, a second run. So, I don't know. I probably won't be doing that. But thank you for the suggestion. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the cheer. Third Eye the Third, cheer 25 bits is the new fan art, especially the yellow Teespring one, burns my eyes. Well, you're literally the only person saying that. Everyone else seems to really like it. Okay? Everyone is saying, that they're having fun with the new artwork and they think it makes the stream more professional. You're literally the only person saying it hurts their eyes. Perhaps you should see an optometrist and let them know that bright colors hurt your eyes. That might actually be a sign of disease or a disorder that you may need to get looked at. Maybe you need some kind of protective lenses for your eyes. I'm just saying, because I'm looking at it right now. I think it looks awesome. It doesn't hurt my eyes, you know, but maybe it's certain people's eyes. I've actually heard that people with different pigment to their eyes, different colors, actually see things slightly differently. like your eye might be more sensitive to light or may perceive light slightly differently. So maybe it's actually, I have dark eyes. Maybe you don't. Maybe people with different color eyes actually see stuff differently. If that's the case, that's interesting. I don't know. And the thing is, I'm actually right now I'm watching these artwork on a relatively new monitor. This is the monitor I had to buy back in February when my other computer monitor died. And it's bright. I mean, this monitor is bright, man. This is the brightest monitor I've ever owned. And it's still not hurting my eyes. So, all right. All right. Toxic Toilet Juice. Cheered 25 bits. And says, do you still enjoy playing these games as much as when you did 10 years ago? I'll be honest with you, Toxic Toilet Juice. I enjoy it more. Because now, it feels like a fun social experience where I'm hanging out with you guys and we're having fun and we're cracking jokes and, you're reacting to my rage and my gameplay and I get to react to stuff you guys say. It's very different. When I started this 10 years ago, I'm going to be honest with you, it was kind of a joke. I was just buying random games. Like, I remember when I got Mercenaries 2, okay? I knew nothing about the game or the franchise. I didn't know if I was going to like it. I just, I guess it's a new game that came out this week, and I just wanted to play a new game and make videos of it and fuck around on the internet. I didn't care about the quality of the game or the quality of the videos. I wasn't interacting. It was isolated because I was just recording videos offline for YouTube. It was a very different experience. In a lot of ways, I was just like, well, I'm going to drink and I'm going to just fuck around. All right? Now, it seems like a much different experience. It's a lot more, and in my opinion, it's actually a lot more fun. Back then, it was kind of like, I'm just going to do this for a hobby and see if anyone likes it because I'm just dicking around in a game. Now it's like, wow, now I can actually have a fun, social experience every single day. That's very different, So, I mean, let's be honest here as well. It's a different climate. 10 years ago, no one was doing what I was doing. No one was doing these Let's Plays with live commentary where it was very reactionary, raw, unedited gameplay, long-form playthroughs with, this kind of irreverent attitude, sometimes drinking and stuff. No one was doing that. All the content that I found on YouTube was these very serious walkthroughs, and a lot of them didn't even have the live commentary. It was just like tips during different boss fights and stuff. And so it was very, very different, the kind of stuff that I was putting out there, right? Now, every Joe Nobody out there has taken their shot at Let's Plays. After, in a lot of ways, myself and many other people popularized them on YouTube back in the day. And they've become something very different. Sadly, Let's Plays have become, I say sadly because I do think it's sad, they're not a raw experience, they're not a genuine experience anymore. Instead, the only thing that's popular is montage, where I just show you the funny moment highlights and the rage moment highlights. So, you got a 20-hour playthrough that's condensed down to 1-hour montages, and you lose that experience of actually feeling like you're there with that person. When people used to watch my videos, they used to say this. They used to say, when I watch Phil play a game on YouTube, it's like sitting next to him on his couch. And I feel like I'm sitting next to him on his couch as he plays a game, and that's an awesome, unique feeling I don't get with other people, and that's why I like his content. You don't get that with modern Let's Plays. Modern Let's Plays on YouTube have become these very, very stylized, streamlined, overproduced, digestible forms of visual content, much like watching a television show. That's really what they've become. And I hate to say that, you lose the genuineness of what it is when you do that. Instead of getting a true feeling for what a game is, now you have to just watch a highlights montage that's basically a laugh reel. And it's like, well, okay, that's great, but that's a laugh reel. Where's the real game? But sadly, this is the problem. People now have been so conditioned on YouTube to think that that is all that's good, because so many people made that kind of content, and because I hate to say it, the average YouTube viewer has a very low attention span, right? So they want content, they want laugh, 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 joke, joke, rage, rage, laugh, 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 joke, joke, rage, rage. They don't want any downtime between their laugh, laugh, joke, joke, rage, rage, or else they click off. And I know this because viewer engagement is a stat that I look at, and my viewer engagement for my 10-minute videos on average is about 6 to 7 minutes. So that means after about 6 to 7 minutes of watching a 10-minute video, people get bored and click off. And that's silly. If you're watching an ongoing playthrough and you want to see the whole game, you know what I mean? You can't even do it anymore because no one does it, because everyone just wanted that viewer engagement to make money. And that's a sad thing. It really is. I feel like it's a lost art form, the raw Let's Play. It just really doesn't exist very much anymore. Very few people who are still doing it the way I do it, right? So, here's the thing. You know, 10 years ago, I was doing this. I was one of the few people who kind of almost, you know, spurned that movement on YouTube. I started that movement when people saw, wow, anyone could just play a game in a long form, and as long as they're entertaining, it'll get attention. And a lot of people jumped on that bandwagon and rolled with it. Today, it's not like that anymore. So, you know, today, I still get to do my raw, long-form playthroughs like I love to do, but I do them in a different delivery here on Twitch with an interactive stream, and I love doing it. You know, I'll be honest again. When I was doing this just for YouTube, it got to be a grind where every day is like, man, I gotta play another game offline. It's gonna be me grinding through this fucking game, having to do all this commentary on the game solely and nothing, right? And it gets boring. It does. After a while, you definitely get to the point where it feels like more like you just got to get through this game to get to the next one so people will watch rather than having fun with the games. But I don't feel like that anymore. Now, every day I come and I hang out with you guys. It doesn't matter what I'm playing. People are here and having fun and we're interacting. It feels different. I actually like what I do now better than when I started on YouTube 10 years ago, and that is the truth. And I hope that that comes through with my daily live streams. I do. You know, I hope that it definitely does come through, that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I mean, this is so cool. I'm in the middle of the summer, okay? It's the dead summer. There's no new games coming out, right? None. Zero. But here I am, playing all these downtime playthroughs, juggling a bunch of downtime games, having fun, and you guys are coming out and hanging out with me every day. How awesome is that? It doesn't matter what I'm playing. You guys are still here to have fun on the stream. Instead of, you know, again, on YouTube, it was, I always have to be playing what's popular and hot. I always have to find. In the summer, it would be like, man, I got to play a Grand Theft Auto game because I have to get people to watch, right? And it was always like that, where I could never really just enjoy myself. I had to go crazy trying to find a game that people would watch during downtimes when there's no new releases. Now, I don't really stress that much about it anymore. I just talk with you guys for a few minutes. We brainstorm. We come up with ideas. It's a very organic and a very different experience. I love it. So, honest answer, Toxic Toilet Juice, I actually like it more now than I did 10 years ago. It could, because of the interactivity and the changes that I've made, I do feel that it's a better situation. Okay? There you go. It's pretty funny because a lot of people in the stream chat are like, Phil, if you would just highly edit and only do montage videos, you'd really get the 8 to 15-year-old demographic and make bank on YouTube. And then, Game Master used Phoenix Down, just said, Phil, just dye your hair yellow, or, you know, that'll bring in views. That's what I mean. Like, it's so silly because people are like, wow, these YouTubers are so big and popular. And you're like, yeah, but it's not rocket science to fucking find out why. They all did the same exact thing. Here's what they did. They dyed their hair. They overacted on camera to everything going on in every video game, basically acting like a cartoon character or even a Muppet, okay? And then they catered to little kids. And the little kids watched their videos and made them tons of money, which makes no sense because little kids don't fucking spend money because they don't have any. So all that ad revenue that made these guys freaking millionaires went out the window. But YouTube is so fucking stupid, it doesn't even realize that, you know? Let's look at the quality of the content that's put out there, right? And compare. But we won't do that. Instead, let's just fucking throw ads to the kids. Oh my God. So what I mean, this is what happened, how YouTube is degraded. It's become such a different thing. And I'm glad that I have this venue now on Twitch to do what I want and have fun doing what I want and doing it the way I've always done it. 10 years, right? Doing it in a way that I feel I'm giving you a legitimate gameplay experience so you know what these games are like. Again, you feel like you're sitting next to me on the couch when I'm playing these games, but at the same time, we get to have a fun, interactive experience on the streams. This is it, man. This is the future. This is what I want to do. This is how I always wanted to do it versus, you know, sitting in an isolation booth, playing a game, and then sitting in front of my PC, editing the fucking playthrough for a week to make a montage out of the goddamn thing, just so that people with ADD will fucking watch it on YouTube so I can make money. That's horrible. That's not what I want to do. Never was. Okay? Alright, anyway. Continuing on. PS Geek did a 100-bit cheer and says, I just became a patron because I love your work. I'm convinced it's totally worth watching your content because it makes me happy. Well, thank you, PS Geek, for your support. I do appreciate that. In particular, you are now the top cheerer for the day. Okay? So let me go ahead and update that. PS Geek 23. Thank you very much for that 100-bit cheer. Again, guys, if you do cheer, sub, or tip today, I'll give you a shout out. If you become the top cheerer or top tipper, I will give you, or I will put you up on the leaderboard. Right now, we got PS Geek with that 100-bit cheer. No one has tipped yet, so obviously that's a big open thing right there for someone to get credit for. And I will bring it up that, again, if you do tip me, all right, during the course of today's stream, you'll be helping me out the most, because that, in this time of the month when everything's financially tight for me, I'll be able to use those funds right away to pay bills. All right. Okay. Is someone in the stream chat actually harping on something stupid and derailing everything? Because if so, I'll take care of it. I will. I'll take care of it immediately. Let me scroll up here. That's not true. Stunod says, oh, people with ADD couldn't watch a 10-minute video. That's exactly the kind of content that YouTube has catered. If you watch a 10-minute video and it's literally all jump cuts from joke, to laugh, to rage, to joke, that is exactly the kind of viewer that you'll rake in. And I hate to say it, the average YouTube viewer does really have a terrible attention span. They will not just sit there and watch something that's not made like that. That's why all major YouTube YouTubers, watch anyone who does a big vlogger. It's jump cut. Watch any popular Let's Player. It's jump here. They cut out everything, you know. That's exactly how it is, you know. It's completely true, 100% factually true. And no, it's not. Stu now says, well, the 95% of the population has ADD. No. The problem is, it's like you're catering to young kids. That's how young kids are. Young kids don't have a lot of attention span. As you get older and more mature, you understand that patience is a virtue. And giving a little bit of time and patience to something allows you to enjoy it more. I'd much rather watch a 2-hour-long drama that has a great story and buildup of characters and a payoff at the end than a 5-minute highlight reel of something. And that's just real talk. That's my personal opinion. Oh, you may disagree with it, but that's my personal opinion, okay? The problem is, you don't see that on YouTube anymore. There is no payoff anymore. It's just, here comes, you feel like you're getting bombarded, like you're getting fucking flashes of light in your face. Oh, this is the video, so funny. Come on. It's like, oh my God. That's why I can't watch that shit. I can't. That shit would drive me nuts trying to watch that. But again, little kids, that's what they like. So why do you think all the big guys on YouTube all do the same shit? Because they're appealing to that young demographic. That's why. You're not going to find young kids watching my stuff. You're just not. A young kid between the ages of 8 and 15 isn't going to jump on my stream and enjoy it. Because they're going to say, man, this guy talks too much. Man, this, you know, where's all the payoff? Where's all the crazy amount of crazy gameplay over and over? I don't see it. Take a look at a game like Fortnite. Colorful characters, right? Everyone has dyed colorful hair, neon colors, cartoony. You're constantly jumping and building and doing these Twitch shooting mechanics. That's the kind of game that appeals to a young audience, right? That's what's popular now. But that's not what I'm all about. All right, people are telling me it's okay now to stop getting worked up and I should move on. All right, fine. I didn't think I was getting too worked up. I was just having a serious discussion with you guys. I thought it was interesting. But if you guys are thinking we've harped on this long enough, I guess we can move on. Okay? Okay. Shout out to, I got an anonymous $1 tip during this whole segment here. Thank you very much to whoever gave me the anonymous $1 tip. And also I received a $2 tip from Lord Lamb, who said from your Navy, from your, bleh. Boy, I botched that. Gotta try this again. He said, from your friendly neighborhood Lord Lamb. Thank you very much, Lord Lamb, for the tip. So whoever gave me the anonymous $10 tip, thank you very much. And thank you to Lord Lamb for the $2 tip. Okay. Bleh. All right. Shout out to Third Eye the Third, who did a 50-bit cheer and says, maybe it's worth making some sacrifices to be more like other successful streamers in order to secure a retirement fund by making big investments for what? Excuse me. Let's try this again. Maybe it's worth making some sacrifices to be more like other successful streamers in order to secure a retirement fund by making big investments for what makes you most money, because living paycheck to paycheck from Twitch won't last forever. Third Eye the Third, if you actually watch my streams and compare it to other streamers, you'll see there's not much difference. I've implemented many of the things that the popular streamers on Twitch have implemented. You know, I give shout outs, we've got a leaderboard, we've got nice, things playing, the gameplay is interactive. I do almost all the same things as other big streamers. Alright? The reason I'm not bigger, quite frankly, is because there's a negative stigma attached to me because of a bunch of toxic jerks on the internet who literally have mental illness because they stalk me 24/7. No normal person would do this. So when all you do is take every single thing I do out of context and you spin it that I'm a villain and you put that all over YouTube and everything, people hear, oh, Darkside Phil, that's that guy that did this thing. And of course, it's completely untrue, but that's all you hear. I would be much bigger if it weren't for 3 to 4 years of constant slander against me. Ever since I moved across the country, this crazy campaign of slander began. And, that's why. It's not because I'm not doing stuff that people don't want to watch. I mean, obviously, I have a dedicated viewer base that come back every single day and we have fun, right? So that's not what it is. What it is that it's new people won't come by and give me a chance. All right? New people will not come by and give me a chance because I've got this group of just really messed up people who do nasty stuff to me constantly, and I can't get them off my back. You know what I mean? If I could get them off my back and they would just lay off for a while, guess what? This would be way bigger than it is, But, the truth is, I'm very happy. Because even with all the crap that's happened to me, I'm still able to make a living doing it. So, obviously, I'm doing something right. All right? And I definitely feel that despite all odds, I have still kind of stuck in there as the underdog and persevered. And I'm very grateful for all of your support over the years. I really am. So understand that, you guys are the reason why I'm still here. All right. But the bottom line is, you say, oh, make changes in this and that. What changes? What I'm doing on stream is what everyone else does. The only other things that I could do is if I were much bigger, yes, there were other things that I could do. I'm not that big enough to do those things that these other big streamers do. You're not going to see much of a difference between me or any other streamer. A lot of people actually say, Phil, you're more interactive with your streams than the bigger guys. You actually give individual shout-outs for the contributions. You have discussions with people on the fly a lot that other people won't do. And in general, hanging out with you feels a lot more personal than hanging out with one of the bigger guys. But those guys are popular just because they're popular. And that's what happens. I know I could personally attest to that because for 2 or 3 years on YouTube, it wasn't like I was doing anything different from anyone else, but I was bigger than other people on YouTube just because I was big. And it's kind of the wave of popularity that you get. So I don't know what the hell else you could actually think that I could do differently from other people, because the main feedback I've gotten is that I'm as good or better than the other guys, but it's just this negativity, this toxicity that's attached to me because of these stalkers is the reason why more people don't come to check me out. Right? Yeah, A3Bugs says really the only option would be to basically sell out and do exactly what the top guys do, acting like a cartoon character. And I'm not going to do that. You're not going to see me dyeing my hair bright red and overacting constantly with either rage or ooh and screaming all the time and just doing stupid shit. It's never been me. That's never been me. And it's never going to be. You get the real me. You're not going to get some fake actor just for the sake of bringing in kids to watch the streams. So. All right, YOLO Dopper cheered. He says, how come you're so against catering to kids? They're a big demographic. Not saying you need to change all your content, but maybe twice a week you do something to cater to the younger demographic. Oh my God. Do we really have to bring this up again? I just explained the whole thing. He asked the same question. Oh my God. So here's the other funny part too. Here's the other funny part. So I just literally just said, what did I say? Act like a cartoon character, dye your hair, scream, whatever. People in the stream chat are saying, oh, he's taking a dig at PewDiePie. Oh, he's taking a dig at Markiplier. No, I'm not. I'm actually not taking a dig at anyone individually at all. But the fun fact is, I just said something in general, a generalization, And you just literally confirmed it applies to all of them because they're all the same. So you guys have actually confirmed my point when wasn't even specifically referencing anyone. You proved my point. By taking what I said and saying, wow, that does apply to everyone, you proved my point. There you go. All right. Well, guys, I think that is it. I want to say thank you for your support on this pre-stream. I think it's time to end it. Again, with Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered, guys, this is not going to be a game that's very story-centric. I don't really need to pay tons of attention to the game. So if you guys want to talk to me, you want to interact, you want to get discussions going, ask me questions. Think of this like it's a PUBG stream, only instead of boring-ass PUBG, there's actually some interesting gameplay going on where I'm destroying stuff and there's some fun. So think of it that way, all right? Take it like that because I want it to be that kind of a stream. But in order for that to be successful, I need you guys to talk with me. You know what I mean? Like, going off on off-topic discussions about the World Cup and other stuff isn't going to work. Because then I don't know what you're talking about. You know, as you guys know, I'm not into sports or whatever. You want to get into fun discussions about stuff, this is the stream to do it. But that's the kind of stream we have to approach it as, rather than, oh, let's just go off topic because we're not riveted by the gameplay, and then the stream gets boring. Okay? All right. Of course PUBG is boring. PUBG is very... People are like, Phil finally admitted PUBG is boring. I always said it was boring. The only payoff of PUBG is the very end of the match if you get to it. You know, the showdown at the end. So... All right. That is it, my friends. Let's end the pre-stream. Thank you again, everyone, for your support. Thanks to PS Geek for the top cheer and the anonymous tipper who did the top tip. And let's get this show on the road and start hanging out and having fun. All right? All right. Here we go.